Oh friends, I want to speak to you about a love that disguises itself as devotion. It arrives with intensity and calls itself truth, yet it collapses the moment it is tested. Many of you have known this love. You have defended it. You have organized your life around it. You have said, "This is everything." And yet, when the veil was lifted, when circumstances shifted, you were left facing something far smaller than what you had trusted. Do not turn away from that moment. That moment is not failure. It is exposure. And exposure, though painful, is mercy. I have watched worldly love rise like a ruler in the heart. When it first appears, it feels complete. It promises fulfillment through closeness, possession, or intensity. It asks only for attention and gives pleasure in return. The heart, hungry for wholeness, accepts the bargain quickly. It builds meaning around form. It mistakes attachment for intimacy. It is called urgency depth. And because the feeling is strong, it assumes the love must be real. But the truth of love is not proven by how fiercely it begins. It is revealed by what remains when fire begins to cool. O seekers, hear this without defense. Love that depends on form will not endure. Not because it is corrupt, but because it is limited. When the king loved the handmaid, he believed his power could preserve that love. He believed closeness could protect it. But when illness appeared, his certainty was exposed. The beloved weakened, and with that weakness, the illusion shattered. What was revealed was not simply the fragility of the body, but the fragility of a love rooted in form. Worldly love cannot pass through decay. It cannot survive loss. It cannot stand before death. When the divine physician entered, he did not come to destroy love. He came to reveal it. He allowed the beloved object to fade so that the heart could see clearly. The goldsmith was removed not out of cruelty, but out of precision. What you cling to is not always taken from you gently. Sometimes it must be withdrawn completely so you may recognize it for what it is. Love that collapses under truth was never meant to carry the weight you placed upon it. O friends, observe how the heart responds when what it loves begins to fail. It resists. It's a bargain. It explains. It looks for blame. It says, if only this had been different, then love would have survived. But understand this, when love depends on conditions, it is not love. It is an agreement. It is an arrangement. And arrangements dissolve the moment circumstances change. True love does not demand that form remain intact. It does not panic when appearances fade. It does not confuse permanence with possession. I do not speak this from a distance. I have been broken open by loves that could not last. I have followed beauty until it led me into grief. And only then did I understand that worldly love is not false. It is unfinished. It is a doorway, not a dwelling. Its purpose is to carry you forward, not to let you remain where you began. When it fails, it is not rejecting you. It is releasing you from what could never satisfy you fully. O beloved ones, the exposure of worldly love often feels like betrayal. You trusted it. You offered your breath to it. and now it stands empty in your hands. Do not curse the moment when the veil falls. That moment is discernment being born. It teaches the heart to ask a deeper question. Not, how do I preserve this? But, what was I truly seeking through this? The object was never the answer. It was the language, longing, used to reach you. There is another danger here. Some, when worldly love is exposed, retreat into bitterness. They conclude that love itself is deception. They harden the heart and call it wisdom. This too is an error. The problem was never love. The problem was placement. When you punish the heart for loving the wrong thing, you damage the very instrument meant to guide you. Do not close your heart. Educate it. Teach it to recognize depth beyond form. O seekers, exposure is not humiliation. It is unveiling. What remains hidden cannot be released. If the illusion had not broken, the heart would have remained divided. The removal of what you loved may feel like loss, but it is often alignment. Desire is being redirected toward what does not decay. The heart is being prepared for a love that does not rise and fall with circumstance. As worldly love falls away, something quieter begins to appear. It does not intoxicate. It does not demand proof. It does not depend on form. At first, it may feel less dramatic than what you lost. Do not mistake calm for absence. This love does not belong to the senses. It offers steadiness instead of excitement, presence instead of possession. It remains when conditions change. Oh friends, if today something you loved has been exposed, if it has failed to carry the weight you placed upon it, do not rush to replace it. Sit with the exposure. Let it instruct you. Worldly love reveals its limits, so truer love may be recognized. The heart must be emptied of what cannot last before it can hold what will not leave. When worldly love is exposed, the path does not end. It clears. And in that clearing, love does not disappear. It returns to its rightful place, no longer an idol, but a sign pointing home. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episodes.